Hey, this is NFTeve, and I'm here with Jeroen. He's in Amsterdam. He has a new social media app, and I was just so curious to hear all about it. How are you doing today?
Doing absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for the invitation, Eve.
Great. Where do you live in Amsterdam? Do you live in the downtown or?
Now a little bit on the side of Amsterdam. We have a nice place there with my family. So not totally in the center. That would be a little bit too busy for a normal family because you don't have a lot of place to play outside or do some stuff with little children. So we live a little bit in the suburbs, but it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, well, I've been there a few times, but only in the downtown.
Yeah.
But
So
it's beautiful. It's so beautiful there.
yeah. So we actually just met, I think a few days ago for the
Mhm.
first time. I hopped into one of your Twitter spaces and you were telling about what you were doing with your club, with your stuff. And he said, well, um, we had an interesting conversation. Thought, well, let's do just have a little chat on your YouTube channel.
Yes,
Uh,
yes. So I'm actually the founder of the NFT Cobalt Club. So our club is that we are helping each other succeed in the NFT community. So also smash the likes. All of his links are going to be below. Subscribe to the channel. And the reason that I was interested in interviewing you is because I thought that your work I thought it was very interesting what you were saying, like the reason why you were doing what you did. And then I'm very interested in social media because I feel like, so I'm on TikTok. I have like 26,000 followers. I have another YouTube channel with 1 million. I've done all this stuff on social media, but I actually just woke up the other day. I feel like I'm working for social media for free. And it just kind of, in all the politics involved, all the shadow banning, all the control. I'm very excited and interested in new possibilities for social media. And you seem to be doing something about that. So what is your project? What's the name of it? And what is
what
it?
are we
Why
doing?
did you start it?
Well, we started actually as totally in the beginning as a crypto wallet. Do you
Wow.
know the movie Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the movie, there's I'm not gonna curse too much, but in the movie, there's a piece where someone takes over someone else's restaurant, and then from that moment on, it's you have to pay the guy because he's taking care of your restaurant. He's taking. So there was a sentence. What he said, "F you, pay me." So everything what went wrong doesn't matter what. If everything goes good, you have to pay him, but if everything goes bad, you have to pay him also. So the first app that we created was called Pay Me. Yeah, so it was like when you meet or when you go to dinner with your friends, and then at the end of the evening, one person pays, and then you can say, well, you can send a message out from the PayMe app, and you can say, well, I want to get paid in dollars, Ethereum, or in Bitcoin, or whatever. You could just send, it's $200 for each person, and I want to get paid in these types of value.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so this was the first thing that we built, and then we said,
I've
oh,
never
just
heard
let
of that. I've never heard of that. Is somebody else doing that too? Like it's so simple, but yet
it is, and so this
how come
this
we're not doing that now? Yeah, that's
yeah, this is how it started, and
right.
then we wanted to make it so that you can send a small message, and in development of apps, especially if you're totally hysterical like me, you
Mhm.
just keep adding features. So we thought, well, it's nice if you can just first it was just send a message that people can pay you if you've done something. Wait, this is my one month. Wait, sorry.
I might pause the record. Maybe not. I don't edit you guys, so I'm NFTE.
I'm so sorry.
That's all
Those are
right.
my chickens. That's totally nice. No problem. No. So then we started. If you're in app development, you do something which called feature adding, which means that you see something nice, you want to add it as a feature. There's something else happens, you want to add it as a feature. So in the beginning, we thought, well, maybe it's nice if you can send someone a message and you can say, "Thank you for the nice dinner," and the dinner was awesome, and thank you. Pay me $200 each. And then we thought, well, maybe it's nice if you can add the restaurant or you can have just a little chat. And we kept adding features. And then it was the time that Cambridge Analytica started, or the issue happened, which is a thing which um, sort of a mishap that Facebook had, that we're using so much more information about the users than was really legitimized.
Yeah, the data
So
mining issues.
yeah, and it goes really, really far. So let's say that you're maybe sitting out of your outside of your gym because you just went for a good jog or for a hard workout, and then the hormones in your body makes you more susceptible so by doing impulse buy. So then the advertisements for people that just went to the gym or are now waiting in their car uh, to bid on advertisements that are shown to these persons are more expensive. So
Wow.
it goes really, really far in
Wow.
how
So they
people.
know when you went to the gym.
It goes even much, of course, because you set it in your app, your heart rate and how much you run and what you've done, and to keep everything. So you think, well, people are just creating nice apps, and we just thought, well, why can't we always have a thing, well, why isn't it there? And we just try to make it in our company. Why aren't we making it if there's a need for it? So we thought, well, let's build a social media platform in which people can do what people think a social media platform does. So if I want to send you a message, I send you a message, and there's no one in between. So we created a social media platform which is user supported content instead of advertiser supported content, which means in every other social media platform, the whole social media platform is carried by advertisers. So this
I know.
means you cannot say everything, you cannot do anything. And yeah, we just wanted to create something different, which is eventually became a social media platform, which everybody's KYC'd. So this gives you a lot of freedom, but also some responsibility, which means you can do and say whatever you want as long as it stays within the law. With KYC, I mean, know your customer. This means that if you put up pictures that are illegal or movies that are illegal, there will be consequences. But as long it's not, if your what you're saying is not illegal or against the law, there will be absolutely no consequences. So there
So
will
did
be,
you add in the KYC feature for that reason?
yeah, yeah, because we wanted to make a choice that we want people. We work with a lot of famous people here in the Netherlands, and their issue was we want a social media platform in which our data does not get mined. And if I'm a famous person, everybody already knows who I am, and the people that are really bothering me are anonymous people, are anonymous trolls that are just sending some nasty. And with us, you can send as many nasty messages to someone as you want, but under your own name. Yeah, so.
Amazing.
Uh,
Because I actually had a situation on TikTok 2 days ago where somebody did film part of my live and it was very disturbing and violent. And all I
yeah,
could do is report it and get it taken off. But I mean, yeah, mind blowing how horrible that was.
Yeah, and with other social media platforms, they will remove it, but only because the advertisers will or else will not post on their social on the platform. So they have to. I think it's a sliding scale because tomorrow this is bad, the day of tomorrow this is bad, and then everybody starts complaining. And we did some real big tests, not really big for us, a big test with two
Uh-huh.
thousand or 3,000 people, and it's just really the sliding scale happens really, really easily. So we tried to build a system which everybody's KYC. If you want to block, if you are being nasty to me and I block you, it's called a global block. So I won't see any of your interactions ever again. And if it's illegal material that you're posting, we have a direct link to yeah, justice here in the Netherlands, so that when something happens or there's some material that we really don't want on the platform is clearly illegal, it gets sent immediately there. So people in our company don't have to look at that material or don't have to see it because people get really damaged. We're professionals for to get it on the
I have
wraps.
another question. So is
Yeah.
the wallet also KYC or is that separate than the social media platform?
That's you create a wallet, and the wallet is connected to your social media identity, and we're still working on it because in the test that we did with a few
Oh,
different.
just in case
Yeah,
anybody doesn't know, it's know your customer. So that means they know your name, your social security number, whatever. Anyway, go
Yeah,
on.
no, it's not with us. It's not. You have one KYC, which is for banks, and for banks, they really have to know absolutely everything. And for us, we just want to be reasonably sure that it's actually you that's opening an account. So it's not. We don't need your social security number. We don't want any more data than we need just to make sure that it's you that you're posting or that. So it's a little bit of balance that we have to find, and I understand what you're saying, because the thing is we
Mhm.
want people to be free but also responsible for their own behavior. And if something really goes wrong, we want to make sure that there are a lot of social media platforms in which you can be anonymous, so that's already there, so we don't have to build it. And we just wanted to make a social media platform in which people can be nice or nasty, whatever, but under their own name.
And is their name shown, or is that just in your database?
It's in our database, so you can be Eve if you want. Yeah, NFTeve, that's perfect. But if something goes really wrong, yeah, you will be held accountable, and I think that we just want to create that option with our company, because I think,
It was really disturbing what happened to me yesterday on TikTok. Like, I couldn't believe it.
yeah,
I was like, oh, I'm tagged. You know, it was like the first time I got tagged, and then I looked at it, and it was violent.
it was not good. Yeah,
It was totally illegal, you know.
yeah,
Yeah. It was
and
actual sexual violence.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and it would be nice if these people, if you could say, well, this is this
And if
person
they
from
were
that
KYC,
country.
they wouldn't have done that, because you
Yeah,
can't, I mean, it was totally illegal. You know,
yeah, and
you can't
the
take somebody's picture and have a voiceover and say something violent, sexual violence especially. I mean, it's horrible.
yeah, and it just said that stuff still happens all the time, and that people find it a sort of normal, but people have to be held accountable for their own behavior,
And
because
now
if
I
you,
realize, yeah, now I realize that picture could go out all over the world. You know, they don't,
yeah,
they
and
still
and
had it, you know, they still had it. So, um,
And what we are trying to do with people that are creating content on a platform to make some money is that if you are on a platform, you give, let's say, guitar lessons, or let's say you're playing with a band, you're playing with 5 people in a restaurant, and someone is filming you. Then if someone is filming you, you can say to people, well, it's okay if you post it, don't post it on anything, but just post it on, let's say, IO or the IO platform, because then you can connect your wallet to it. And then the drummer and the bass player and the musician, the singer, and everybody can get their fair share of what the revenues made by in the IO app. So, and how you make money is not by advertisers, but by people appreciating your post. This goes with micro donations. So normally in Ethereum, it's transaction is really expensive, but we're working with a layer 2, it's called Arbitrum. And then I can give you micro donation of 5 cents. And it's not disrespectful to give someone 5 cents, because we want to make it so that people do it all the time. So it's not like a subscription, but we want to make the system so that if you like it, reward people for it, so there will be more of that, and people have more room to create the stuff that you really love. So if you are making dance videos and people are really enjoying it, you can ask whatever you want. But if people just give you micro donations, let's say in Twitter Spaces, we created a system which is called IO Mesh, and Twitter Spaces looks
IOMS.
almost Mesh. Yeah, it looks almost the same as Twitter Spaces, but only if you tap on someone else's profile picture, you give them a micro donation or 5 or 10 or 50 cents. So in that way, some people spend so much time in Twitter Spaces, and no one, you have ticketed Twitter Spaces, but loads of people, you're creating awesome content, you're spending your time, you're spending your knowledge, you're telling people, everybody, and you can make it free. But if someone likes it, they're always going to be, we found out it's normally 80% of the people, it's the stupid 20-80 rule, it really works. 20% of the people pay 80% of the money to the creators. It seems not much, but the people who are doing it, it should be a little bit more normal, that they're not only consuming free stuff because they get sponsored, or that the people that they're dancing lessons, they're giving guitar lessons, giving singing lessons, or they're telling you something about math, or they're doing something. If it brings you, Adam Curry, who's a podcast guy in America. He lived in the Netherlands also, but he created a system which is called the value for value system, which means if there's anything that you really value, give people a little bit of value back for what they're creating, so they can keep doing it if you really enjoy it. So
Yeah,
this is the whole.
that's a really great practice.
Yeah, instead of only extracting value, try to add a little bit of value so the system can keep on moving. Because if you're only extracting it, it will die out eventually.
So your app, everybody, the links are all below. Smash the like, subscribe. So your app is live now. What it is?
And no, the app, we have it still in beta testing. I think in maybe 1 month or 1.5 months, the web app will be launched. So we have iOS, we have Android, and a web app. And yeah, we're full on testing it at the moment.
You're going to launch iOS and Android at the same time.
I think first the web app, then iOS, and then Android.
Okay.
Android is lacking a little bit, and yeah, we're still working on it. There's still some functions that are not working the way we want it to work. So,
what's your business background? Are you a dev? Are you a blockchain? Are you business? What's your app maker? Like,
my totally first background is that I'm a mason, a marble worker.
oh, wow.
So I restore marble statues and antique marble buildings and stuff that's made, which has, let's say, they take a piece of stone. It's 150 million years old. They build something awesome of it, and I have to restore it in a way that people in 300 or 400 years can. Because here in the Dutch canals, we have all the houses. They have the Bianco Carrara, which is a white and gray marble in it, which is maybe 500-600 years ago. They placed it in these buildings, and then they need someone to maintain it and to restore it in a way that maybe in 500 or 600 years it can be restored again.
Great.
So that's.
How did you get into this app developing then?
Because sometimes this work is really slowly and you really need a lot of patience. So I was always listening to audiobooks, and I just started in a little bit of developing. And then I was, while I was working, I thought there were really a lot of problems that need solving. So this is how our whole company works. We started with Pay Me. At this moment, we have 15 people steadily working for us, and we have maybe 15 people in our Discord. So we are 30 at the moment. And with this work, what I was doing, I have my 2 own companies. My business partner has 2 own companies. He's in logistics and has another building company. So all the money that we used to build this company in the last 5 years, we all created it together. So there are no foreign investors, because we don't want to be in a way that people say, well, we're gathering so much data now at the moment from so many different people. Maybe it would be nice if we can or make a little switch or do something, and we're responsible for it ourselves. So
wait, I have to move it along. So now we hit the 15-minute mark. No, that's good. I know I could listen all day because I love the details. I mean, I think the details are important. So how many people are in your company?
We have on the pay list is 15, and we have 15 more in our Discord server as moderators. Or we have to give them all different roles, but there are 15 people.
But you're like your business team.
Yes, 15.
Okay.
15 developers.
They all from the Netherlands?
No. We have people from Dublin. We have someone who's I think 2 of our developers are from the Netherlands. One lives in Dublin. Our art director is Dutch. We have an artist who's Dutch.
Oh, that's fine. That's good. So let's see your app. I want to see it. You have it, like you're in beta.
No, I don't think I have. I do have it on
your
my
website. What were you going to show me?
Oh yeah, on the website we can do it. Let's see. Yeah, the website is just. Can you see this or no? No.
You have to hit the green share screen button.
Yeah, I will share screen. And do this one. Share. This is not. Am I doing it well? Am I doing it well? This is just our website. The IO website, a little bit about what we're doing. Yeah, this is how the app looks. But Yeah, what we do almost every day, I'm going to pull you up again, sorry. What we do almost every day is that we do daily AMAs every day at 7 o'clock. So that's 1 hour and 10 minutes ago. We have our daily AMA, which on our Discord server, which is just a daily contact point. And we have different themes. You have Monday Fun Day, then we tell about the weekend. We have Tuesday Blues Day. We tell people everything that went wrong this week. So what we messed up.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
yeah. And Wednesday is Friends Day, so we do some nice stuff with
I
friends.
think just give like the overview, because the thing is, all my early videos are like an hour and a half long, but nobody watches it. So you have to like just speed it up.
The only,
Okay, so your app, I just wanted to see like how it works. What's the unique about Pay Now?
yeah, it's
So
just
the app exists. The app exists in beta, or
yeah, yeah, it is existing, but I think maybe at this moment 2,000 people are using it in
if I put the
testing it.
link below, like anyone can click on your link and get on and get that your app, your beta app.
No, the beta app is just for people who are on Discord, and but I will send a link maybe with a video with a thing that we're doing with.
All right, that's an
Yeah.
interesting graphic. I like it. Reminds me of those Chinese, no, those Japanese underwater, those really old sculptures that they found. But, so
And the last thing that we've created is the Wallet of Fame. The Wallet of Fame is a system in which NFT projects can promote their NFT project. So uh, when we started our first NFT project, it was really expensive to promote it on Rarity Tools or Rarity Sniper. And then the moment we did it was maybe 2 ETH each, and then it was 8,000 euros. So we had to pay 16,000 euros to get our thing promoted. And we thought, well, that's absolutely too expensive. So we built a thing which is called the Wallet of Fame, which is just Ethereum address, but then visualized on a grid. When you go there, you can promote your own NFT project, not by paying Ethereum, because if you have an NFT project, then you have a lack of Ethereum and an abundance of your own NFTs. So the only thing that you need to promote your NFT project is just send one NFT and you will transfer ownership. We will have it then, and we will add the NFT to
all right, now I get it. That is amazing. So in order to be in your NFT of fame, your promotion, people just need to send you an NFT.
yeah, one of their
Oh
marketing
my
NFTs.
God, that is so one of their what?
Marketing. Normally, when you have an NFT project, you
Uh-huh.
have, let's say, 3 to 5%. If you have a collection of 10,000, you have 3 to 5% allocated for marketing. And
Uh-huh.
instead of sending it to some kind of influencer, you just send it to the Wallet of Fame. And it
Wow.
will be promoted there.
That is brilliant. Okay. So you've gone from the wallet to social media to NFT space.
Yeah, and they're all the same account, so they're all interlocked with each other. So the NFTs work on in the IO app, because if you have one of our NFTs, it gives you clearance. Let's say I think I know you make dance movies, but sometimes you have to, maybe people have to have to pay admittance to get in there, and then you can say, well, if you have one of these NFTs, you get free admittance, and this way you can, let's say, make a connection to any NFT collection and say, well, if people want to collaborate with you, and they say, well, we want to collaborate with our NFTs on the IO platform, you say, okay, that's okay. One of your NFTs, then in the coming Thursday, they will have free admittance if they have one of your NFTs in the wallet. So then they have one, you connect your wallet, the IO app recognizes it, and they get free admittance to your guitar lessons, spaghetti lessons, whatever you're doing.
That's
So,
amazing. Yeah, go
yeah,
back to the top so we can see the name of your app, and so we can just like visually see
yeah,
it and be looking out for it.
it's called IO, the
A-
IO platform.
AIO.
Together we change social media. And the other one is called the Wallet of Fame. Wolf.
So, and now take the screen share off because I want to see your face again.
Yeah.
So, like, say I like this because I just have a lot of issues with social media, just like most people do who know anything about them, right? So, say your app, it's, big enough, right? So your app, it gets pretty big, everything's great. It overtakes Twitter, or is like or especially just NFTs, because I think especially NFT people, like, I'm not comfortable with Twitter anymore. I'm there because it's where we all are, but I'm not comfortable with it. And for so many reasons. And so is there anything that would stop you from, selling all of our info to anybody, or is there any like safeguards in place so that you would not become just like everyone else? Because, in the end, when people are offering you so much money, it's very hard to resist. That's why, so many projects they start off idealistic and, so pro-human, but then in the end, somebody gives you that big offer, it's very hard to resist, especially if
Do
you
you?
have money.
Yeah. Do you know what the Lens protocol is? Have you ever heard of it?
I don't know, what is it?
No. The Lens protocol is a social media protocol that we can use and other social media platforms can use, and people can get there. Let's say you're on TikTok and you have 1 million followers and you mess up. I don't know what you did, but you mess up. So you get kicked off. So all your revenue is gone, everything you ever did. So it's a really unstable relationship because you just have to do what they say or else they take away all your revenue.
I know.
So we are now testing out with the Lens protocol, and the Lens protocol makes your complete profile into an NFT, which means all your likes, all your followers, everybody, everything that you've ever posted, everything you've ever done is compacted into one NFT. And there are a lot of other different social media platforms that are using the Lens protocol. You have to really look it up because it's absolutely amazing. And if we mess up, so I mess up, I just change, people can just take their profile, and you need another social media platform that's using the Lens protocol because you need the same, you can't do it with everybody. But you can just pick up your profile and just leave. And then if I want you to come back, I'm going to have to make a darn good offer to get you back, because or else you're just leaving. And we think this relationship is much more honest because for people it's so much. Normally you're just stuck. You can't leave. All your followers, all your revenue, everything that you ever done is hidden inside the social media platform that you're on. And we just wanted to make it so that people want to stay with us because they want to stay with us and not because they have to stay with us. So it's called the Lens protocol. They have an awesome website. They have really good, an awesome Twitter account, Discord. That's really helpful. So I think this is one of the most promising protocols of the moment, because it gives users so much more power back, which they really earn because they are they're creating the whole platform, and they're just being kicked off, they're being shadowed. It's amazing what people are taking up with. So
Oh, I know. I mean, I
yeah.
feel like it's completely, because I got on TikTok one day last week. I got 26,000 followers. I get a dance class. Last week I had 35,000 people watch my dance class. I had I don't know how many likes, so many. I had more than 1,000 new followers and I made like 25 cents.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that because I have gone the route of social media. I do it. And I'm like, you know what, we're being tricked. There's always a carrot, when TikTok or any social media platform is promoting all these other influencers are like, oh yeah, make tons of money on YouTube, this and that. And you go to do it and you're like, well, how come I'm not making any money? Oh, it must be because I'm terrible at this, but I've been at it so long. I'm like, you know what? I'm not terrible. And I'm not, I feel like that day I was like, I'm working for free for social media. And I was like, I don't like to work for free. I just don't. I think, as a woman, especially, it's against my rules. So, just feeling like that, yeah, they control everything, just even email addresses. Do you have any features that people can collect email addresses well, I guess you just have that NFT. So anyone can find you. So in the Lens protocol, yeah, you have your NFT of all of your social media.
Everything's in there. All your followers, all your likes, everything that you've ever done is in the protocol. And then when you leave, you just take the whole folder with you and you just plug it into another social media platform that's also using the Lens protocol.
And you will follow those same people, or they'll be able to follow.
Yeah, no, you will follow them immediately, because it's just as if you plug out of let's say Instagram and just plug it into Facebook and you have your same, because everything is almost the same. The only thing that's different is the rule set and the way that they're stealing your data. So the thing you just have to see, well, how much do I want to be manipulated? We did a thing because we want to test out in the other social media platforms. There's always this dopamine shot right into your brain, which feels the nicest. Oh, people think I'm beautiful. They think I'm nice. They think I'm awesome. I'm getting likes. Or doom scrolling that people just, when they wake up, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you pick up your phone, see explosions, there are people dying, some terrible stuff happened. We put in a thing in the app which called the IO moods, and it's just your mood. You can just put it on, well, from 6 o'clock in the morning until maybe 9:30 in the morning. I don't want to see an explosion, not
That
any
is
negative stuff.
amazing. Wow.
Just to relax a little bit. So the ride that you're having to your job, you're not totally freaked out. You haven't seen 500 dead people already with explosions. And if there's something really terrible, of course you want to watch it. But is it really necessary?
No, it's
Isn't it okay to see
so
that
you have, so
9:30?
that's on your app, the mood scroll.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
invent that?
I don't know if I invented it. I've never seen
I
it
mean,
somewhere before. Yeah.
wow, I love that because actually I was just going through my YouTube. I'm the kind of person, I never had a TV, you know, in my whole adult life. And I'm like, somehow YouTube has got me hooked in to like watching these horrible, like depressing, you know, human trafficking. I don't know, you know, whatever they know gets me, pretty much human trafficking, stuff like that. And I'm like, and I see it even Meghan Markle, you know, like, I'm like, why am I watching this? You know, I got totally sucked in, and I'm a very aware, sort of conscious
Yeah, but
person. And then I'm like, I'm trying to be like, don't show me this, don't show me this, don't show me this. But you know they will because they know they're getting you. Like I'm totally on your app. I think it's great.
Yeah, there's $1 billion pushing against this wall, and you are just one person trying to stop it. It's impossible.
I know. I actually feel like at the mercy of social media at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like they know your thoughts, you know, I mean, they know everything that you do, every move, and they are.
But I think it's a transition, because we have a river here, it's called the Rhine. And let's say 200 or 300 years ago, if you had a factory on the side of the Rhine, you could just throw everything in until people at the bottom side of the river just got sick. They come upstairs and say, hey, listen, everybody's getting sick. We have to stop this. And now they stopped. And I think the same thing is going to happen with social media.
Yeah.
So we're just at this moment, one step ahead, but we're just a small company. We're just 15 people. Every drop, every dime that I've ever saved is in this company because I really want to make a difference. And the thing is, the time is really now. The way that you are reacting, that you say, oh yeah, that's actually sounds really logical. Everybody has that because it's time to make the change. And for us, because we build it so sleek, we don't need billions of dollars to keep this company running. If we have, let's say, 50,000 euros a month, we can keep this company running and everything is going exactly the way I want it to go. And of course, you can always take on more people or do more stuff. That's absolutely fantastic, but I don't need anyone. I'm not doing this because I need it. I'm doing this because I really, really want it. And I think that's I think that's a big change. We don't have big investors. No one is pushing me. Every button that's in that social media app and on that platform I built myself. I scrapped, built it again, scrapped it again. Ask my developers if they can do something. Listen, it has to be more green. No, not that kind of green. And they say, wow, this guy's crazy. And it just works like this. You have to do it yourself. You have to build together with your awesome team, and then you can create something absolutely amazing.
Well, yes, I love it. And now that was great. Yeah, I totally sense that about you when I was hearing you before, that you're doing it because it's the right thing to do. You're motivated by the future, by humanity, and just it is totally needed. Like I'm a bit of a futurist. We're in the NFT space, so we're a little bit like futuristic. So, you know, sometimes because of that, we're a little bit figure stuff out. Like, but I literally the other day, last week, I was like, I am working for free for social media.
Yeah.
Because you know, we have 26,000 people, and on that same, I don't know, I think you were on that call. This guy says, oh, I have a friend. He talked to a guy who had like 10 million followers or something like that, who made $2,000.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whoa, this is worse than like the feudal system. You know, that's how I feel. And just like, oh, I'm just being used, you know, this is like a work camp or something. I mean, it's more fun, you know, but.
Yeah, but it's a work camp. You have to join yourself.
I feel.
That's the strange thing. You have to ask for admittance. And the strange thing is there will be the different opportunities. So eventually you just need a really small group of people who really likes your work to give you some donations to keep on doing what you really like to do. And people are just enjoying it. This doesn't sometimes we had some questions also. The people said, well, don't you think it's going to go the wrong way? But no, I think a lot of people that are using our platform in the beta testing, they're using it for nice and positive things into building people up instead of doing a lot of things that are, I think,
Yeah.
sometimes turning people a little bit down. So yeah, we just
Yeah,
have to
that
create
whole
some awesome stuff.
dopamine thing, that's why I got off Facebook some years ago. I mean, I even before it came out, in the news, I heard that somewhere, like they're triggering you because they know if you're upset, you're going to start engaging, and
Yeah,
then that's more money for their advertisers. So I was like, yes, that's what's happening to me, because everything that I get upset about, I was like, how come every time I go, Twitter does the same thing. They know exactly what upsets me. I
it
try to
goes so.
never look at the news part, but then they have it on there, even though you like trying not to see it.
Yeah, if you go to the shop and someone crashes with their car and you come home, you tell whatever person that's there, so, well, there was an accident there. But it's really strange if you say, well, there was an accident there, and there's a big commercial underneath it while you're telling the story. And it's exactly the thing that's happening on Facebook. And they make things happen, so there is a story that they can put a, a advertisement underneath, and it's just actually, if you really think about it, it's absolutely strange, and we should
Yeah, no,
do
you're
it less.
exactly right about your metaphor about the river. Like everyone, it
Yeah.
used to be okay to jump to trash there, but then there's too much trash. Now, what are we going to do? And so, like, that's why I like your app. And then I'm sure there's other people doing, other things too. And, eventually
Yeah,
it
I feel really
will.
positive about it. If
Yeah,
if I wasn't, I wouldn't start it. So
yeah, because I'm actually worried about my Twitter, because I took a lot of time to build up my following, my reputation, everything. And I'm like, wow, we could easily, because I got shadow banned for saying something which wasn't bad at all. And I even refuted it. And they're like, oh no, you did our community guidelines. But then the next time I was on Twitter, something was said that was in the same vein, but it was 100 million times worse than what I said. I just actually was worried about anyway. I don't even want to say it because, but it was just like, wow, I felt very insecure. Like I almost felt like they're telling me, you know what, like we own you. Be careful,
yeah,
And ever since then, I don't know. I just feel so uncomfortable with it.
you
So
just pull back a little bit.
yeah, I'm ready to jump ship, anywhere I can jump and start to get people's information. That lens is amazing.
Yeah,
And so that's great. I don't want to go, I shouldn't have even gone this long because we'll make it short. But your
yeah.
app is amazing. What's the best way for people to find you or join your app?
The, to get in direct contact with me would be Twitter. My name is Jeroen Rutgers, so it's Jeroen Rutgers on Twitter. I pronounce it, but people, if you just type it in, you will probably find it. And the company is called IO. They call it AIOW, but it's IO. And yeah, check out the Wallet of Fame, which is just the Wallet of Fame. It's just
And
the way you
how do
spell
we
it.
find the Wallet of Fame?
The Fame.io. It's just
Okay, so
yeah,
that link
just
we'll have there below. And then your
yeah,
Discord, you do a lot of your activities in the Discord, right?
yeah, really a lot. Yeah, we do the most of the personal interaction and the games that we play and the stuff that we do is on Discord. We created a system. It's called a piggy bank that everybody who has some positive behavior on our Discord server will get allocated automatically some of our IO tokens. We made 500 million tokens. If someone is positive for helping someone else, we will give them a token of appreciation, which the IO and the IO token can also, this is also the token that you use on the social media platform. So a lot of people are making IO tokens already. I think we
You
have,
create the token?
yeah, yeah. I
Great.
think we
Oh,
have,
I love blockchain. Though. People don't realize that
yeah,
blockchain is accessible. It is not, rocket science, even though you can get paid like a rocket scientist if you understand it, just because nobody understands it. But it's actually a more simple technology, I think.
it's really easy and traceable. So people think sometimes it's a little bit sketchy, but I don't think it is. It's really easily
Well,
traceable.
those of us that have studied and know something about it, we once you understand it, you see how simple it is and how superior the whole technology is. Well, thank you so much for coming. I hope everyone tries your app. It sounds amazing, and I hope it succeeds.
Yeah, I just really want to thank you for inviting me. It was awesome. We just met, and yeah, I think we have had a really nice chat. So thank you so much.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Ciao.